Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news now. Ravens fans, buckle up because the buzz around town is that Baltimore might be making a serious move to beef up their secondary. And the rumors are pointing toward a blockbuster trade involving Jessie Bates III from the Atlanta Falcons. Yes, you heard that right. The Ravens are reportedly in talks to bring in Bates, a top-tier safety, to strengthen their already formidable defense. And if this trade goes through, it could be a game-changer, reminiscent of the Marcus Williams acquisition last year, which significantly boosted Baltimore's turnover margin and helped them make a playoff push. From what sources are saying, the Ravens are willing to part with a third-round pick and a depth safety in exchange for Bates. This move would be a clear statement that Baltimore is all in on contending for another Super Bowl title, especially with the AFC so competitive this year. The Ravens' secondary has been showing flashes of brilliance, but injuries and inconsistencies have hampered them at times. Wiggins' recent foot injury, for example, has made it clear they need to add more top-end talent to their back end, and Bates could be the perfect fit. The 28-year-old safety is a proven playmaker with a knack for creating turnovers, and he could slot in seamlessly alongside Kyle Hamilton, forming a dynamic duo that would be tough for any offense to handle. Bates' stats this season are nothing short of impressive. He's already collected 8 interceptions, which leads into 2025 along with 20 pass breakups and a PFF coverage grade of 93.5, ranking among the best safeties in the league. His ability to cover across the field, combined with his elite ball skills, makes him a huge threat for opposing quarterbacks. He's also very disciplined in his coverage, allowing just 2.9 yards after the catch, which is exceptional. Over his career, Bates has accumulated 32 interceptions in 125 games, along with 570 tackles, and has been a real thorn in the side of offenses. His EPA per target stands at -0.31, meaning he consistently limits opposing quarterbacks' effectiveness, and he's allowed just 46% completion rate when targeted. What's even more impressive is his physicality and versatility. He's a safety who can come down into the box and support the run, as shown by his 98 tackles and 6 forced fumbles this season. He also has 3 sacks, which is a bonus for a safety. His injury history includes a rib injury in Week 11, causing him to miss 2 games, but given his overall durability and impact when healthy, he's viewed as a near-elite safety. Now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture for the Falcons. They're currently 5-9, deep into a rebuild with young quarterback Penix, who's been showing promise with an 80.4 QBR. But Atlanta's management is being cautious about spending a hefty $21 million cap hit for Bates, especially since they're prioritizing bolstering their front 7 with that cap space. The Falcons' defense has been giving up around 30 points per game, which clearly shows they need reinforcements, but their focus is on building a more balanced unit for the future, rather than holding on to expensive veterans. Baltimore, on the other hand, has roughly $26 million in cap space available, which makes this kind of trade feasible without putting too much strain on their finances. Adding Bates could be the missing piece they need to turn their defense into a true lockdown unit. The potential impact of Bates on the Ravens' defense cannot be overstated. When paired with Kyle Hamilton, who's already been exceptional with 5 INTs in 2025 and a PFF grade of 88.9, the secondary could become one of the most feared in the league. Bates' ability to generate turnovers, projected to lead to around 23 total interceptions this season, up from 14 last year, would give Baltimore a significant edge. That's not all. His presence would likely boost the team's overall turnover rate by over 20%, and his addition could be directly compared to the Bengals' boost last year, adding around 210 yards prevented and significantly reducing the opponent's success rate on passing downs. Imagine the impact on their pass defense, with passer rating allowed dropping from 91.3 to around 73.5. That's a huge difference, especially when considering how Baltimore's defense already supports a run game that's among the best in the NFL, with a run support grade of plus 15%. The Ravens' secondary, with leaders like Marlon Humphrey, who's been graded at 87.6 by PFF, could be a nightmare for offenses, especially in crucial moments like red zone and third down situations. The team's red zone efficiency could increase by 17%, and their third down stops by 16%, making them a nightmare for any offense trying to sustain drives. And speaking of the bigger picture, this move could also have a tangible impact on Baltimore's Super Bowl odds. Currently, they're listed at plus 1,500, but bringing in a player like Bates could improve those odds significantly, potentially dropping the betting line to around plus 650, with a 14% increase in winning simulations. His presence as an X-factor in critical moments, especially against top-tier WRs like Chase, could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. What does this all mean for Ravens fans? Well, it's about more than just adding a talented safety. It's about reinforcing the identity that's made Baltimore a feared team for decades: physical, aggressive, and opportunistic. Bates's playmaking ability could turn the tide in close games, and his knack for creating turnovers could be the spark that ignites the team's championship aspirations. His versatility allows him to play both deep and near the line of scrimmage, weaving into the Ravens' defensive scheme perfectly. It's a move that could elevate their defense into elite territory, making them even more dangerous in the playoffs. So, Ravens fans, keep your eyes peeled because this potential trade is shaping up to be one of the most impactful moves of the season. If it happens, it'll be a statement that Baltimore is serious about reclaiming their throne and making another deep postseason run. This addition could be the piece that pushes the Ravens over the top, especially considering how much they've already built on that strong, disciplined foundation. The defense is already solid, but adding a player like Bates makes it almost unstoppable. And with the division becoming more competitive every year, the Ravens need every edge they can find. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Baltimore Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news. This team is always evolving, and every new move brings new hope and new possibilities. Keep the faith, stay loud, and let's see what the future holds for our beloved Ravens.